they've got a few injuries on their bench. Less options, but you'd think not too big of an impact for them.
2 players injured, one of their stars out, something they'll have to dig deep to overcome.
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. Ivica Zubac is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Batum, then it's Paul George, and it's Jackson in at the point guard. And for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo, and it's Lopez in at center. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Reggie Jackson. This is his first chance at the line tonight. 2 terrific defenses tonight, Greg. They do it in a variety of ways. It's been hard for either team to score.
You know, strong on ball, in help, in transition, and both coaches doing such a great job of making the adjustments. And listen, the reality is defense still can be a factor in determining who wins and who loses.
And we're seeing it right before our eyes. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And they're going to have to think about sitting him out. I mean, that's his second foul here in less than a minute.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Rondo's checked in. And Antetokounmpo.
A fundamental play there from Lopez, spotting the open man and then sending him the ball.
First quarter of play, 1 minute played. And it's Rondo penetrating. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Second shot opportunity. Lopez, no luck. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And George kicks to Leonard. The shot's good on the assist by George.
And in a player empowerment era, no greater power move than Kawhi Leonard's last year. Fresh off a Finals MVP with the Raptors, he signed with his hometown Clippers and compelled a trade for Paul George.
Think about that 14-month run where Kawhi Leonard made his way to Toronto, a team that was on the cusp for many seasons. Goes there, wins the MVP and a championship for the Raptors, and then ends up in his hometown of Los Angeles to try to do the same for the Clippers. Now that's getting it done and writing your own story.
Rondo kicks to Batum. To the paint. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Here's Leonard. Oh, he jams it right over Giannis Antetokounmpo. Wow.
It looks like an orange in his hand, and Kawhi tenacious to the rim with that finish.
Here's Holiday. And Lopez throws it down.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
Rondo dishes to Batum. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one is on Holiday.
Batum brings length and a versatile game to his spot on the wing, and his defense always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there, kind of a glue guy.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. Antetokounmpo comes in for Chris Middleton. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. Portis can't get it to go.
Well, he creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
Oturu's shot is off. Bucks trail by 4. Here's Forbes. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Patrick Patterson.
Yeah, good job to take it right at him.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Really a good season for him overall last year when you look at the number, 83% from the line.
Morris is checked in for Nicholas Batum. Outside for Jackson. Pass to Oturu. Back to Jackson. 1:12 left to play in the first quarter. For Milwaukee, they've gone just 2 of 8 shooting so far, just 25%. Giannis outside. Ripped away. Outside Jackson. And the 3 off target. The Bucks trail.
Ouch. 3 fouls for him already, and now if you're the coach, you got to think about sitting him down.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. Rajon Rondo is checked in for Los Angeles. And it's tied up with that one. And it's Rondo with the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers. Passes to Oturu. Now, here's Kennard. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Here's Forbes. It's blocked.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
Kennard, the pass to Patterson. To the middle. Here's Oturu. Back to Patterson. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Here is Forbes. To the inside. Portis off target at the rim. The shot, no good. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. The And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Clippers, guys. What are your thoughts?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Setting the floor for the Bucks. At the forward spots, it's the 2 Antetokounmpos, Thanasis, and Giannis. Then there's Bobby Portis, and it's Connaughton in at the 2 spot. And the Bucks with some changes. Chris Middleton comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it's Drew Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. Holiday against Rondo. Shot from 12. The rebound by Patterson. The Clippers in the lead. Down low. Outside for Rondo. He dishes it to Morris. Over onto Antetokounmpo. 6 to shoot. Patterson, that's good. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Here's Connaughton. Kennard covering. Connaughton passes to Portis. No good off the back of the rim. And there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Bucks. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Pat Connaughton. George is checked in for the Clippers. Jackson comes in for Rajon Rondo.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here. And the versatility of Paul George's game, elite defense and rebounding, steals and deflections.
You think about Paul George moving to several teams, yet still having the impact on both ends of the floor. I think that is a telltale sign that you have an elite talent in Paul George.
Leonard, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, good evening. The Clippers were picked by many to win the title last year. Now, they didn't get it done, but Kawhi Leonard is not concerned. He said, "We've just got to keep getting better, keep fighting. It's about the right team peaking at the right time." Guys are hoping this season their talent and their fight will win out. Back to you.
We will see. Good stuff, D.A. Thanks.
You know, every coach should show players game tape of how he just boxed out right there. Great job with the footwork and using his body to step to the rebound.
Morris, no good. Bucks trail by 4. On the wing, DiVincenzo. And the Bucks miss again. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Here's Oturu. He feeds it to Leonard. In the corner, George with it. Off target with his 3.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Bucket is good. Los Angeles has gone 0 of 3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. George looking around. Jackson finds George. The 10-footer. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. George has got the lead up to 4 now for Los Angeles. We've got 1:55 left to play in the first half.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
George passes to Oturu. Outside for George. And it's George again missing.
You told me this was the kind of game he was going to have. I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis has checked in for Lopez. Antetokounmpo comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo. Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. Batum comes in for Marcus Morris. To the paint, here's Jackson. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
When you're a veteran player like Paul George, you understand that even 24 seconds is a long time. Great patience to wait for that play.
Jackson against Holiday. And it goes down 2 points. So it's the Clippers now. Jackson finds Zubac. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Drains the 3 while he's being... And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Oh, Leonard in position. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Yeah, you don't see many of these opportunities for this team, but Kawhi, one guy who can get up there and get it done.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. They were never able to get the lead above 4. And that does it for our...
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. Paul George is out there with Jackson. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Batum. And it's Zubac in at the 5 spot.
Giannis bringing it down, using that sensational length to get that finish.
And George kicks to Zubac. Outside, Batum. Zubac, that's good. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
And he's been taking it to the rack all game, and they haven't been able to contain him. They have to put up better fight on the inside.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Bucks trail by 9. Guarded by Jackson. Inside, here's Lopez, pass to DiVincenzo. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. Leonard on the wing, fires from deep. No good on that one. The Bucks go the other way with it. Stolen by Jackson. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. George with the ball.
This defense gets a lot scarier when Lopez is blocking shots.
And the shot goes in.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And he banks in the layup.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot. And
that was something else.
Paul George dunk contest, maybe a little over, but I love to see him get up.
Out to the right wing. DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Giannis inside. Guarded by Jackson.
And after burying 3 straight shot opportunities, finally a miss.
Wow, hammering it in.
Oh, I would love to see Giannis in the dunk contest. Wouldn't that be sweet?
Outside, George. To the inside. Here's Zubac. Jackson has the open look. Another shot outside for George. Nobody near Leonard. And again, no good by the Clippers. Bucks trail by 7. Lopez with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. Lopez passes to Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. George passes to Zubac. Outside for Jackson. George with the ball. Drains it from beyond the arc. George has got 9 points now in just the second half.
Well, that's Paul George's game. Most accurate when somebody's feeding him and he's got his feet set.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. DiVincenzo against George. That one good for 2. DiVincenzo's got his second basket of the game.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Jackson finds Batum. Now Zubac. Lopez covering. Leonard the pass to Zubac. Rebounded by the Bucks. And 1:01 left here in the third quarter. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Back to Middleton. Lopez against Zubac. Back to Lopez. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Jackson in the corner. And the dunk by Zubac.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson. Using his poise and vision to make a play.
And Antetokounmpo inside. Leonard's there, and the Bucks miss again.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
A shot by George, wide open. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Here's DiVincenzo. Middleton looking it over. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Well, Middleton hovers around that 40% mark from downtown in his career. It's a good-looking shot there.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Clippers lead by 5. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. We've got Bobby Portis, Holiday out there with Antetokounmpo, and it's Connaughton in at the small forward position. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. And he's good on the 3-ball. Connaughton's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for Milwaukee. Holiday against Rondo. To the paint, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Well, after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
The pass to Forbes. Over Rondo. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Oturu. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And the first one at the line is good. Chris Middleton's checked in for Milwaukee. He's perfect from the line this time. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Holiday against Rondo. Holiday attacking. He kicks it to Middleton. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shots now starting to fall.
Here's Rondo. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Both teams will make substitutions. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Middleton left side. Pass to Portis. And Portis throws it down.
And it's official. They have come all the way back. At one point, this thing seemed to be out of reach.
This is a testament to this team's fortitude, never giving up. Folks, we've got a new ballgame.
And the whistle blows. It'll be on Pat Connaughton. That's his first foul. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Leonard finds Batum. Back to Leonard. Outside for Jackson. Taken away by Holiday. Now the Bucks moving it up. Middleton leading the charge. And they take the lead. And the Bucks lead by 2.
Not everything fell for them in that first half, and now it looks like they're beginning to hit their stride.
Left side Jackson. Pass to Zubac. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Zubac has got the game tied up here for the Clippers. Outside Holiday. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Lopez. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Wow, Lopez stepping up. What confidence from the big fella.
Outside Jackson to the middle. Here's Zubac, and Leonard has it in the corner. We've got 1:55 left to play here in the fourth. And Middleton with the block.
Well, the long arms of Middleton getting up there on defense and throwing that one away.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Lopez, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And it's a 4-point Bucks lead.
Yeah, and how about the stick-to-itiveness on that possession? Stayed with it, didn't give up until the ball was in the basket.
George passes to O'Toole. There's the three. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
Well, you make strides to get back in the ball game, but an errant shot like that can definitely cost you any kind of momentum. Have to use better judgment there.
Oh, fellas, that was a vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Rondo passes to George. Back to Rondo. Leonard against Middleton.
And as a defender, you are left somewhat helpless to stop that. Leonard with too many moves in his arsenal and a flood of ice water in his veins.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
Big-time shot from young Giannis there. He feels more and more comfortable in these big moments.
Rondo passes to O'Toole. Outside for Rondo. And it's sent back by Lopez. And they're moving it up. Here's DiVincenzo. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
Oh, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
So the first one drops, and that narrows the gap to 7.
You wonder if Paul George finally has a situation here where he can show why he's an elite player, why he's an all-star, but to pay off how hungry he is to prove it with a late postseason run.
The shot by Middleton, wide open. No good with the triple.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Well, your best players want to take on the burden come clutch time, and Paul George carrying the weight right now.
And it's Milwaukee's ball. DiVincenzo kicks to Holiday. Middleton on the wing. Holiday surveying the floor.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to make a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. You're double-checking, and the game continues on.
Gets the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
I don't know if Drew Holiday's an underrated player, but he certainly is underappreciated with the way he can go at you as a two-way guy. He can score, and he can also guard positions 1 through 4.
And so the Bucks take the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the
The lights of downtown reflecting, and they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome, but it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the 3. Now, here's DiVincenzo. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
And he's good on the second. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. McCollum trying to get open, and that one's good. Lillard.
D has got to do a better job clogging up routes to the rim. Lillard is a terror when it comes to driving the shot.
DiVincenzo against McCollum. Now here's DiVincenzo. He's guarded closely. The layup off target. Powell kicks to McCollum. Back to Powell. Five on the clock.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Here's Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And how about the initiative there from Antetokounmpo? Excellent at seeing lanes to the basket and then just taking advantage.
Now here's Lillard. Launches a 3. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. And it's Milwaukee's ball. Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Nurkic with the steal. Powell in the high post. Pass to Lillard. Nurkic kicks to Covington. Portland needs to get off a shot. And a deep three from Lillard. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Lillard's gone 1 of 3 on the night. DiVincenzo passes to Holiday. Giannis dishes to Lopez. Great D that time from Nurkic. Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Powell. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
That'll get you a pat on the back from your teammate McCollum. Unselfish and aware, picking out the perfect pass.
Now the pass to DiVincenzo. He feeds it to Lopez. The kick out to Holiday. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Misses the 3. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. Here's Lillard. Nurkic trying to get open. Lillard with the bucket. Lillard's got his second bucket of the night.
Now, what more can you say about Lillard's gritty demeanor on the court? I guess contact doesn't bother.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez. And here is DiVincenzo. Steps back and fires. The shot, no good. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Passes it to Holiday. Middleton looking it over. Pass to Lopez. Takes it down to Middleton. Fires the 3. And it's Portland with the rebound. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
You got to love how clever Lillard is. I mean, he's exceptional at gutting the D apart with his dribbling moves.
Bucks trail by 5. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And Lopez throws it down.
And he just punishes the D for falling asleep at the wheel.
A little disorganized that time. And the result, 2 points in the loudest way possible.
Oh, well, listen, guys, that was great work, making them pay for the laps on defense.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Pass to DiVincenzo. Dishes to Lopez. Back to DiVincenzo. Good D by McCollum.
He doesn't get the finish, but the D's got to be quicker to rotate and stop him from getting to the rim.
Finish off the break.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
The drive by Giannis and the dunk by Giannis.
In the long strides of Antetokounmpo, once he gets downhill, there's almost no stopping.
Here's Lillard from deep three-point range. Holiday with the defensive effort. At the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. Portland out in front, up 3. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And from Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second, they've got P.J. Tucker. He's out there with Bobby Portis, and it's Holiday in at the point. McCollum kicks to Cantor. Kicks it out to Covington. Here's Simons. Off target from outside.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Tucker finds Holiday. There's the steal. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, if you just look for a few minutes of Giannis Antetokounmpo on the court, you know why he's called the Greek Freak. But it's the drive that makes him an MVP. He said people try to make it complicated. Life is simple. You know what you want, go get it. Do what it takes every day and don't lie to yourself. Guys, I hope you understand I'm being truthful in all of these reports. Back to you.
Love the intensity. David, thank you. Basket counts. Cantor's got the lead back up to 5 now for the Trailblazers.
Yeah, plenty of power behind Cantor's inside moves. Helps him overcome whatever D he encounters.
Here is Forbes. He is guarded by McCollum. Nice shot by Portis.
You can learn a lot by watching him operate in their offense.
Here's Simons. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 3 assists in the game. And here's Tucker. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Right wing. Here is Forbes. 6 on the shot clock. And Tucker kicks to Forbes. The pass to Portis. And Forbes has it in the corner. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching. And I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s. But I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Simons surveying the D. Passes it to Little. Pass to Cantor. Clock at 6. Down low. Simons leaves it up and in off the pretty assist. Simons has got the lead up to 5 now for the Trailblazers. About 3 minutes played so far in this second quarter. It's Portis atop the key. The Bucks working the ball around.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. And it's Little atop the key. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Pass to Simons. Cantor trying to free himself up. Can't hit that one.
The bucket just not well protected, but still he doesn't convert too often. That's been the story with him.
Here is Forbes. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound by Anthony. Here's Simons. He kicks to Little. Outside Anthony. And that one is good. Anthony's got his first basket.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Here is Forbes. To the left wing. Tucker with the ball. Anthony on him. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. 3-pointer. Tucker can't get it to go. Portland leading by 5. Out to Anthony. Fires the 3. They grab their own miss.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
The Bucks have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. 15 seconds left in the first half of the game. Outside Portis. No good with the layup. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers heading to the bench with a 7-point lead. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. The period came to a close with them holding a 3-point lead.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Now, here's Lillard. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic. And it's Anthony in at the 3 spot. Kicks it down to Middleton. The pass to Holiday. DiVincenzo with it. Just 5 on the clock. Middleton with it.
And Yusuf Nurkic missing a whole calendar year not too long ago, was still involved with the team during that stretch and was a fixture on their bench.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Nurkic, but hey, bro, you had some wild shirts on the sideline. I couldn't even watch the game. You was over there dizzying cats up. But I know you were doing your thing, but you would use clothing to call out other players, teams, and commentators. Nurkic doesn't mince words, and I'm glad he's back in playing.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo's evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to find the open man.
You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this. You become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Cantor comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Derek Jones in for Anthony. Norman Powell's checked in for the Trailblazers. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. And the basket by Lillard.
Star just keeps rising for Damian Lillard. Heck of a talent with tremendous range.
On the wing, Holiday. He dishes it to Lopez. Antetokounmpo kicks to Holiday. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Powell with the steal. Nurkic against Lopez. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That is his first foul of the game. Milwaukee on D. They trail by 9 points. Passes it to Powell. Cantor with it. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Holiday gets the bucket. Holiday's got his first points of the game.
Nice pass. I mean, putting in work on the interior. Gotta love it.
Powell, the pass to Lillard. The feed to Jones. Back to Lillard. On the wing, Jones. That one doesn't drop. Good D by Lopez. Bucks trail by 7. Feeds it to Middleton. Powell pulls it in. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Lillard with it, now guarded by Antetokounmpo. Nurkic the pass to Lillard. Trying to find Jones, he gets it to him. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. Pass to Powell. Jacks up a 3. A rebound by the Bucks. Giannis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Lopez right side. On the wing, Holiday. Bucks passing it around. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Takes the 3. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Powell, the pass to Cantor. Jones looking for an opening. Kicks to Lillard. This one for 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Holiday dishes to Lopez. Powell against DiVincenzo. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. DiVincenzo's got 5 points now this quarter.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Great pass to set up the lay-in. And the Trailblazers lead by 7.
Realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
Giannis inside. He's covered by Cantor. And the dunk by Giannis.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Cantor kicks to Powell. From 18 feet away, and the jumper is on the mark. Powell's got 6. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Bucks. 7-point differential. Middleton outside. The tray doesn't go for him. Jones, no one around him. And so it's Portland bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their defense.
I've been moving through the city like a phantom.
The 4th quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us.
Holy matrimony in the cabana. Same time I'ma move up to Atlanta. I was in Miami trying to dodge the cameras.
Here's DiVincenzo. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the 4th quarter. We've got Bobby Portis. E.J. Tucker is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Connaughton in at the shooting guard position. Portland leading by 7. Now Lillard.
Credit the D for not giving up on that play. He's a tough cover down low.
Portis. And Portis throws it down.
Impressive at getting to the rack. Can't allow Portis to get ahead of steam like this here.
And for the Trailblazers, they're shooting well. They're at 45%. Lillard, bounce pass. Here's Childs. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. And the Trailblazers lead by 7.
The bounce pass is the ticket there. Very nice assist.
Pass to Tucker. About a minute played here in the 4th quarter. Back to Giannis. 4 on the shot clock. It's Portis, high post. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Little, he's checked in for Portland. McCollum comes in for Damian Lillard. Drew Holiday, he's checked in for Milwaukee. The pass to Simons. He gets that one. Simons has got the lead up to 9 now for the Trailblazers.
That's just a product of good pass work. I mean, nice team basketball right there.
Holiday looking for an opening. Tucker finds Holiday. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Well, you don't see that very often. A wide open 3 is usually like a layup.
McCollum passes to Simons. Back to McCollum. Here's Childs, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Oh, that's a well-deserved assist. Not every player has the vision to make that feed.
Outside Holiday. Here's Tucker. Second chance shot. Here's Connaughton. He kicks it to Tucker. And Holiday has it in the corner. Over Little. And that one hits back iron.
He has shot them in the foot with his inability to make shots tonight.
And it's Giles missing. Bucks trail by 11. Passes to Connaughton. From deep. Here's Portis. Banked in off the glass.
What intensity on the glass from Portis. A junkyard dog. He worked so hard for the second chance opportunities.
McCollum against Holiday. Outside Covington. Pass to Giles. Not going to go that time. The Bucks go the other way with it. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
So for the Trailblazers, Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Robert Covington. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for Anthony Simon. And then for Milwaukee, Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. And Middleton subbed in for Pat Connaughton.
Oh, it's easy to forget about Lillard's hops. I mean, this guy has some sick dunks up his sleeve.
Bucks trail by 9. Outside Holiday. The dish to Lopez. Middleton up top. Back to Lopez. Rebound by the Trailblazers. There's 1:17 left to play in the final quarter. Nobody near Lillard. That three off the mark. And stolen by Lillard. Nurkic dishes to Lillard. From downtown, buries the long-range jumper. And it's a 12-point Trailblazer lead.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Trailblazers.
Their superior ball handling won it for them.
And fewer turnovers equals greater scoring opportunities. Any coach will tell you that. If you take care of the ball every possession, and this is a perfect example of what happens when you do.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Damian Lillard.
He hung a big number on the scoreboard, and it wasn't just because he was hot. He did it with movement and tenacity.
Here's Holiday. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
The D hanging tough and stopping what would normally have been easy late.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Three-pointer, Lillard. Rebound by Brook Lopez. Holiday up top. He's guarded by McCollum. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Now you got to respect the effort. When Lopez is determined to rebound the ball, it makes a difference.
And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. A confident win and one where they clear. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Giles, and it's Anthony in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Clippers, Kawhi Leonard is out there with Batum. Then there's Jackson. Then it's Paul George. And it's Zubac in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now, here's Lillard. Over George. And it's Lillard missing.
Easy chance from mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
Batum passes to George. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Terrific talented backcourts tonight, Greg. Did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Now Batum following the three-point attempt by C.J. McCollum. Leonard the pass to Zubac. It's stolen by Anthony. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it, the fast break chance. And yes, it's good.
And that was not an opportunity Lillard was going to let pass by. Getting down the floor in an instant and finishing on the break.
George finds Jackson. Here's Zubac. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now here's Lillard. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. There's the pass to Giles. Batum with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Here's Lillard. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. To the paint, Leonard with the steal. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Jackson's got the ball, and Anthony sends it back. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Anthony. On defense, the Trailblazers trailing by 4. Leonard up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
McCollum with the ball. George picks him up.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
Los Angeles leading by 4. Batum scanning the floor. Jackson finds Zubac. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Here's Leonard. Outside for Jackson. 5 to shoot. Here's Batum. Zubac trying to break loose. Leonard, no luck.
It just seemed like they were out of sync and waited way too long.
And Portland turns it over again.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Covington's checked in. Now here's Rondo. Pulls it from the elbow. That's good on the jump shot.
In addition to being a good floor spacer, Luke Kennard is shifty in the mid-range area.
Lillard, the pass to Covington. To the middle. Here's Nurkic. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
The Trailblazers shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. Free throw good. Nurkic.
You know, it took Nurkic a while to kind of establish himself as a starting center in the NBA, but it didn't take long to see it's a role he deserves.
Here's Oturu. In the corner, it's Morris. The 19-foot shot. No good on the shot. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Here's McCollum. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
I mean, call him a combo guard, 2, whatever. McCollum is a scorer first and foremost, and when he puts it on the deck, young fella is going to the hoop.
Outside Rondo. With the tip. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. Now, here's Nurkic. Back to Lillard from deep three-point range. Morris with the rebound. Clippers leading by 3. And Patterson kicks to Kennard. A three-pointer off the mark.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. The shot, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And the shooting form of Anthony, just perfect. He's dangerous with the catch and shoot, and just terrific at scoring when in rhythm.
Pass to Kennard. That's tipped and stolen by Lillard. Here's Covington, and the dunk by Covington.
For a player who plays with emotion like Covington, those kind of plays can really get your motor running.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Portland out in front, up by 1. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And taking a look at the Trail Blazers' performance, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
That's their mindset. Attack, attack, and attack some more. You're not going to beat them playing soft.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court right now for the Trail Blazers, they've got Derek Jones. Anthony is out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Simons in at the point. Clippers trail by 3.
And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up.
Foul for 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers. To the inside. Here's Patterson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Well, Carmelo Anthony was out of the NBA for about a year, calendar-wise. Greg, were you surprised it took him so long to get a look and get back in the NBA?
Kevin, I wasn't shocked, but absolutely I was surprised. I mean, it was always going to take the right fit for Melo and the right team, and in this case, it was the Blazers. But Melo showed he has legs left in the league and can still be a positive.
Morris outside. Offline with his 3. Portland leading. Fast break. Here come the Trail Blazers. Oh, Covington in position. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Drops in the breakaway layup.
Rondo is a pro in transition. He can flat out get it done.
Jones the pass to Kanter. Got it. Good job in the low post. And the Trail Blazers lead by 1.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking. Jump shot. Gave a little pump fake. And then off to the races.
And the wide open shot from Morris. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Passes it to Simons. It's Jones on the wing. Here's Simons. Here's Kanter. Oh, that's blocked. A steal. On up the court. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Marcus Morris picks one up there. First trip to the line for him here.
And at the line last year, he was good on about 77% of his attempts.
When you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
Jackson kicks to Zubac. Stolen by Cantor. And now running up the court, Lillard pushing it up. And the dunk by Powell.
You know, often we think of Dame as a scorer first, but they're reminding us of his great ability to pass the rock.
Zubac the pass to Leonard. Over Jones. Good on that shot, and with that, the Trailblazer lead is cut down to just one on the basket from Kawhi Leonard. 1:11 left to play here in the second quarter. Lillard against George. Outside, Jones. George against Lillard. Shot clock at 6. Now, here's Cantor. Defense is right there. The shot by Powell, no good.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
So for the Trailblazers, Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Enes Kanter. Anthony comes in for Jones. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Powell. Trailblazers have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told.
And if you let the little guy get airborne before you slide over to block him out, he can and will embarrass you on the boards.
No coverage that time. George has got 7 points.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
Yeah, just not on the same page. Unfortunate, wasted possession.
Now Jackson. Pass to Oturu. George from deep three-point land. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome a pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. The largest lead they had was... That's all for now.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Without question, George is displaying his skills today.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
Jackson is out there with Paul George. Then there's Batum. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Zubac into the center position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Jackson dishes to Leonard. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. He has 6.
Good vision. Good decision by Reggie. Pushing for a better shot. Finds an open man.
Nurkic kicks to McCollum. And the pass to Giles. Just 5 to shoot. Lillard against George. Nurkic with the steal. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Good work there as it goes. 7 points for Lillard.
No excuse giving Lillard that kind of positioning. That's just too easy.
Zubac the pass to George. Buries it from three-point range. And the Clippers lead by 2.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
In OKC, Paul George showed he could be an MVP caliber performer. With Kawhi on the Clippers, he could be that 1B or that 1A.
The shot by Batum, no good. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. McCollum finds Lillard from deep. He's off on that one. The Clippers go the other way with it.
And PG, he has the versatility to succeed in different roles. Doesn't have to dominate the ball.
Yes, and if anything, he's more comfortable scoring within the flow of the offense. With his all-around impact, doesn't need to force things to make winning plays. But if you need him to, he can.
In the corner, George with it. Outside for Batum. Outside Jackson. 5 on the clock. From deep, George. Rebound by the Trailblazers. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Portland also making some changes. Cantor checked in for Nurkic. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile 1 block.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
Giles kicks to Cantor. The 3 from McCollum. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Morris finds Patterson. Outside Rondo. Morris, left side. Rebounded by McCollum. Trailblazers trail by 4. Here's Simons. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Rondo looking around. Kennard on the wing. Here's Oturu. He's covered by Cantor. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. And the Clippers miss again. For the tie. And McCollum with the layup. McCollum's got it all tied up now for the Trailblazers.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Here's Oturu. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Cantor's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Simons. Back to Anthony. Here's Giles. Patterson defending. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Jones comes in for Anthony. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Out to Morris. Baseline jumper. Offensive rebound.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Third quarter comes to a close, and a battle brings it to a tie. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth, Giles is out there with Nurkic. Then there's Derek Jones. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Powell in at the 2-guard position. George passes to Morris. And a miss there on the triple.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
Here's Lillard. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
What a turnaround for him since the half. More aggressive and more effective.
Jackson passes to Zubac. Outside Rondo. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Lillard against George. Shoots over Lillard. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. In the corner, Powell with it. Lillard from outside. Rondo with the rebound.
And the truth is, this league would have been much bigger had he shot better.
Here's Jackson. Outside for George. Connects on the 9-footer.
At 6'8", Paul George is a threat inside, looking very comfortable from in there.
Takes the 13-footer. That's a 2 from Lillard. Again, the miss by Lillard. The Clippers have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the 3rd quarter. And so they foul intentionally. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for the Clippers. Leonard comes in for Rajon Rondo. Portland also making some changes. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Robert Covington comes in for Harry Giles. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. George passes to Zubac. On the wing, Batum. Defended by Covington. George, that's a 2-pointer, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. George has got 4 points this quarter.
They continue to battle out there, so close to taking the lead.
The direction this game is headed is going to come down to a couple key buckets by either team.
Jackson has the open look, and again the Clippers good for 2.
You love the balance from Reggie Jackson, generating more power in the catch and shoot.
Covington passes to Kanter. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th quarter. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And his teammates love it. Kanter taking charge on a huge possession. You can just see him brimming with confidence, not afraid of the big moment.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. Lillard with it, guarded now by Jackson. Looking to end his cold spell, and it's Lillard missing.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
There's 1:54 left in the 4th quarter.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
And Lillard is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. And the Trailblazers making a change here. Covington's checked in. Kicks it out to Leonard. Back to Jackson. Over McCollum. They get it again. Oturu. Moves back up. A shot by Batum. No good. Portland's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Lillard outside. We've got 1:18 left here in the 4th quarter. Nurkic finds Lillard. And he gets it to go. Lillard's got 9 points now in just the 2nd half.
This is what he's known for. When it's an important possession, Lillard knows how to come through.
Got a piece of it. George passes to Oturu. Lets it go from deep. Hands the 3.
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
This is it to Lillard. For the 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
trying to shoot himself out of his slump, and it's not going well.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
There's the triple. Got it. A tremendous three to tie it up.
You know that he's always going to find a way to get the ball in tight situations like that and knock it down.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. George against Lillard. George passes to Oturu. It's good!
And big-time bucket there. They've got to play for a stop here with the 2-point lead. Most important thing, no open threes.
And it's Lillard missing.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
Kawhi was drafted 15th overall in 2011. If they had a redraft, I wonder what number he would go now.
And you can wrap this one up. Great job to stay cool at the line.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The busy freeways of Los Angeles and a couple of injuries among their reserves. I expect their starters guys will be ready to do whatever's needed.
2 players injured, one of their stars out, something they'll have to dig deep to overcome.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the 5. And for the Clippers, Batum is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Jackson, then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's George in at the 2 spot. And Lopez throws it down.
You know, when you see Antetokounmpo make a pass like that, it tells you just how much he's matured and grown as a player and decision maker.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
That's how you drive your point home right there.
He's lucky to get away with that, though, guys. I mean, it could have earned him a technical for hanging on too long.
Well, great fans and players alike are excited for tonight. This is just not another game on the schedule.
Clash of the Titans in this one. This will be a great test for both teams.
Now, here's George. No good off the back of the rim.
Well, that's a rare miss for him inside. He may have just rushed it a bit, maybe lost concentration, too.
Middleton the pass to Lopez. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Set him up well there. Brook Lopez showing his vision and willingness as a passer.
Outside Leonard. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And you look at his numbers from last year, 89% from the line, so hard to ask for much more than that.
Yeah, that's a great asset to have, guys, for any team. Coming down the stretch in close games, you've got a guy who's confident and very good at the line. When he steps up there, you feel good about it. He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Antetokounmpo kicks to DiVincenzo. Back to Giannis, and it's Lopez at the elbow. The Bucks working the ball around. DiVincenzo can't hit it.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it in.
And finished off by Leonard.
And it's good to see George concentrate on getting the ball to the open man. Excellent floor awareness.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Pass to Middleton. Holiday goes in. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. George passes to Zubac. Outside for George. Back to Zubac. Inside. Tries it from 9. And that one's good. George has got his second bucket of the night.
Boy, the confidence that George brings to his game is also confidence that impacts and injects his teammates. He's a high-octane scorer who's ready to go as soon as the game starts and whenever he gets the ball.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Patterson, he's checked in for Zubac. Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Paul George. Now here's Rondo. Here's Patterson. Holiday with the defensive effort. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. And Tucker kicks to Connaughton. Tucker with the ball. Morris is there.
Yeah, filling out the defense, Tucker gets the look he wants from mid-range.
Leonard finds Jackson. Leonard against Middleton. Left side, Leonard. The 11-footer misses off the right iron. The Bucks trail. Holiday dishes to Tucker. Whistle blows. If that's going to be a travel. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Milwaukee. The Clippers have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Rondo passes to Patterson. Here's Oturu. Lopez covering. Patterson dishes to Rondo. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Kennard. Lopez with the block.
Great timing on Lopez's part there to swat down that attempt.
And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile one block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Rondo against Holiday. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
There's 37 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Tucker. Offensive rebound.
Because of that big body and 7-foot frame, Lopez a handful to keep off the glass.
Rondo passes to Oturu. In the corner, it's Patterson. Pass to Oturu. To the left side wing. 6 to shoot. To the paint. That shot off the mark. Good D by Lopez. Middleton dishes to Holiday. Here's Tucker. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still. And regarding the mental aspect of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Definitely the game will slow down a lot for me.
Well, Greg, that might be why they put up so many points. They all know the roles. They've got the right recipe for everything they want to do on offense.
Yeah, his awareness plus unselfishness puts defenders in a no-win situation.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
Patrick Patterson is out there with Morris. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Rajon Rondo. And it's Mann in at the shooting guard position. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. Milwaukee making a switch. DiVincenzo's checked in. Bucks leading by 4. Feeds it to Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
Chalk that up. Lopez won't miss many of those.
Here's Oturu. Lopez covering. And that's good off the glass that time. Oturu's got his first basket.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And Forbes kicks to Lopez. Back to Forbes. Pass to Lopez. Releases. That shot off. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. No good on the three. Bucks have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Lopez drives in. Portis on the wing. DiVincenzo. No good from outside. And Morris has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Clippers. 4-point game. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Fast break, Milwaukee. And there's the foul to try to stop the break. And that'll be a clear path to the basket. 2 free throws coming up. And they'll retain possession. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Bucks.
With the aggression they're showing early on, I mean, they're driving it to the hoop with authority and force.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. The Bucks also with the sub. Antetokounmpo's checked in.
You know, growing up in Greece, Giannis Antetokounmpo was so poor, he and his older brother, Thanasis, had to share a pair of tennis shoes. I mean, how about how far he's come since then? Now he's the first foreign-born player ever with his own Nike signature shoe.
Here is Forbes after the Clippers pick up 2. On the wing, DiVincenzo. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard. A different look for Milwaukee. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. And it's Drew Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. To the inside. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man. And Clark, they say back in Greece, all of Giannis's basketball shoes were hand-me-downs from his teammates.
Greg, nothing like not having enough to drive you to get more. I mean, clearly, if you think about Giannis and his background and where he is now, he and Thanasis oftentimes would take turns playing in the game, swapping the same pair of shoes. Those days are long behind both of them.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. Here's Giannis. A special move before the shot. Giannis has got the lead up to 9 now for the Bucks. Jackson passes to George. Clippers moving the ball around. 1:30 left to play in the first half. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
Yeah, excellent determination there from George. This wasn't going to be denied. Fighting off the physical contact and nailing the shot over good defense.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Tucker. Back to Giannis. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. Here's DiVincenzo. A putback. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. Clippers trail by 7. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. Here's George. Leonard finds George. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. Batum brings the double team. Batum with the steal. And there's the foul. It'll go on P.J. Tucker. That is his first foul of the game. And the Clippers making a change here. Mann's checked in. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Middleton's checked in. Now, here's George. 8 points for him. Batum dishes to George. And Batum kicks to George. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Kicks it down to Middleton. Back to Holiday. The feed now to Antetokounmpo. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Giannis has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Like that creativity down in the paint. Antetokounmpo showing you how crafty he can be scoring from there.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
And a close game so far. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. At the end of the period, they were up by 2. Thanks for joining.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Paul George really making a difference here.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up, be physical with him.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3 slot. Now here is George. And then George with the jam.
And you know what? For me, these dunks show exactly how great an athlete George is. I mean, sometimes you're surprised that the basket doesn't come down with the force he punches it with.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
And here's the fast break, pushing it up. Outside Jackson. And there's the pass to Zubac. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists in the game. Bucks leading by 3. Pass to DiVincenzo. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
And there's so many guys that, you know, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table, but in reality they got to fill some roles, right? And you know, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. And Leonard gets it to go.
Yeah, and for mid-range, Leonard's jump shot is money. It doesn't matter if it's off the dribble or catch and shoot. He never loses his touch.
Now here's Giannis. 8 points for him. Holiday against Batum. Middleton the pass to Holiday. Shot clock at 5. He feeds it to Lopez. And he uses the glass on the layup. Lopez has got 8 points.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Clippers trail by 5. George looking over the floor. Passes it to Zubac. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The Clippers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. First one falls for him. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Patterson, he's checked in for Batum. Morris comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for George. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Jackson. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And last season, he made good on about 3 out of every 4 free throw attempts. And last time I checked, I think that's 75%.
Milwaukee leading by 4. And Connaughton has it in the corner. From outside, off the mark. And so it's Rondo bringing it up for Los Angeles. And here's Morris for 3. It's rebounded by Portis.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And Tucker kicks to Portis. The Bucks working the ball around. Here's Connaughton. Kennard covering. Portis, the pass to Connaughton. Back to Portis. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Rondo looking over the floor. Pass to Zubac. Outside for Rondo. Back to Zubac. Dishes to Rondo. In the corner, it's Morris. Over Middleton, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Drew Holiday's checked in for Bryn Forbes. And I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
And that'll give them a jolt. Nothing like a rejection to light a fire under you.
And Holiday kicks to Connaughton. Holiday against Rondo. Portis. The pass to Connaughton. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard.
Guys, it is symbolic of their effort here tonight.
Here's Rondo. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You know, I still think Rondo is a great role player in the league. He knows he's out there to distribute the ball and provide leadership on the floor, and he does both really well.
The third quarter comes to a close. Bucks ahead. They lead by 8. We'll be back. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. They've got Jackson. Patrick Patterson is out there with Morris. Then it's Paul George. And it's Oturu in at the center, locking down the middle. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Holiday against Jackson. Pass to Middleton. Out left to the wing. Here's Connaughton, covered by Morris. Back to Connaughton. Clippers trail by 6. And here's George for 3. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
And, you know, that's one of George's go-to shots. He's a three-point shooter who spaces the floor well.
Holiday, the pass to Portis. The kick out to Holiday. Back to Portis. Outside Holiday. Middleton drives in. Shooting foul. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Here's Middleton, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
I like seeing Middleton throw it down like that. Boy, he's a great athlete, and he finishes with a little style, too.
George dishes to Leonard. Back to George. The 3. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. George has got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Clippers. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And the basket is good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Leonard, the pass to Oturu. Kicks it out to Leonard. Oturu tips it back in.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there.
And great instincts, too, guys, anticipating where the miss was going. Big scores like that one are what you can count on from Lopez.
Clippers trail by 4. George passes to Oturu. Jackson down low. Back to George. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter.
There's PG creating for a teammate. Terrific dime drop.
And there's a minute 45 left to play here in the fourth. Guarded by Jackson. Makes it off the glass. And the Bucks lead by 4.
Boy, where's the effort defensively? You have got to put up a better fight.
Yeah, you know, it's made for a fun game, but you're right. You're exactly right. I mean, the defense has been non-existent.
And George gets it to go.
Just a great hustle play there. Energy and passion. This is what you play the game for.
Bucks have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Middleton looking it over. Feeds it to Lopez. Clock at 4. Lets it fly. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
And what about the composure of Lopez? Fantastic.
Clippers trail by 4. Outside, George. And that'll be 2 free throws. The coach's challenge has been issued. Close game like this, out of the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. We're double-checking, and the game continues on.
And now, let's present our New Balance player of the game, Brook Lopez.
And he's just been crushing it from the field tonight, Kevin. Whether it's been on open looks or with the guy draped all over him, he just hadn't missed much. With his percentage in the sky-high range, they've had no choice but to make him their #1 option on every trip.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Mike Budenholzer had some words for his team during the break. To be honest, he was fired up. He asked his team, how badly do you want this? Because those guys over there, they're going to give it everything they've got, which means we have to do the same. See if they can match them emotion for emotion. Kevin?
This isn't a done deal yet, but they have got to move quick.
They've got to go all out trying to force a turnover here. Well, Rondo has just been stupendous.
And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That's his first foul. And an intentional foul right there. He sinks the clutch free throw.
You know, what you really like about Antetokounmpo is he wants to keep getting better. I'd say he's accomplished that and then some.
Yeah, free throws put them in an excellent position to win this thing now. It's all in the hands of the D.
And the Clippers call time here. They're trailing by 2. 3 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And they actually could take a 3 here and go for the win if they want to. I think they'll try and send it to overtime. The defenders don't want to foul in this situation, so you should be able to get a good look inside.
George, that's a 2-pointer. Oh, he couldn't make that shot go to force overtime. David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. That's a look at our setting tonight. The picturesque city of Milwaukee. Short a rotation play. And David.
Hey, Kevin.
Terrific. David, thanks. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Norman Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3 slot. And here's Middleton bringing it up now for the Milwaukee Bucks. DiVincenzo kicks to Middleton. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Holiday with the 3. Drills it from outside. Holiday's got the first bucket of the game with the 3 for Milwaukee. Lillard surveying the D. Lets it go with the 3. And McCollum is good for 3. In the backcourt matchup tonight, Brent, definitely high-powered at the point guard position in particular. Much more scoring expected than in decades past.
I think guys have the green light, Kevin, to fire away at the first available opportunity. The offense isn't taught the same way with orchestrators at the point guard position. Now guys are looking to be overly aggressive with their scoring prowess and to try to make plays sometimes feel secondary.
Now DiVincenzo following the 3-point attempt by C.J. McCollum. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday.
See the way Giannis kept going and kept his eye on the basket? That helped.
And a wide open look for McCollum. And the shot is long.
They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively.
Antetokounmpo finds DiVincenzo. And the first shot of the night for him, no good. And McCollum now atop the key. Here's Nurkic. Lopez with the block.
This defense gets a lot scarier when Lopez is blocking shots.
Middleton the pass to Lopez. Antetokounmpo dishes to Lopez.
Well, that just scrambled the defense all kinds of ways with that great initial pass.
It's McCollum with the drive. A rebound by the Bucks.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
Holiday surveying the floor. Passes it to Antetokounmpo. Clock at 6. Lopez with the ball. Now guarded by Nurkic. No problems knocking that one down. Holiday's got 5.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Lillard attacking. Rebound by Brook Lopez.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Holiday the pass to Lopez. And stolen by Lillard. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. McCollum with the ball. Here's the teardrop. And it's Lillard missing.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Now here's Middleton. Outside Holiday. DiVincenzo finds Holiday. Middleton drives in. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. Enes Kanter's checked in for Portland. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Here's Giannis. Gets himself open and drills it. Antetokounmpo's got his second bucket tonight.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possession.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Here's Holiday. The Blazers getting the bucket. We've got 1:08 left here in the opening quarter. Middleton on the wing. The kick out to Holiday. Here's Connaughton. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Lillard dishes to Kanter. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. the wing, Holiday. Covered by Lillard. Fires from the wing. Powell pulls it in. Trailblazers trail by 8. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Just more and more complete appreciation for how complete the offensive game of Damian Lillard is.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. A different look for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Chris Middleton. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday.
Now you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game time. Here is Forbes. He dishes it to Lopez. Here's Portis. Nails the baby hook.
Fundamental play there from Lopez, spotting the open man and then sending him the ball.
And it's Lillard missing. And so it's Milwaukee in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And we'll be right back after this. When Damian Lillard's in the flow, there is no stopping him.
I think in the past, anytime I got...
Greg, this is why they say there's no substitute for experience.
And I agree. And, you know, sometimes guys need to learn to be more selfish at times. You also learn, if it ain't broke, keep going with it. Ride the hot hand.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
We've got Bobby Portis. P.J. Tucker is out there with Brook Lopez, and it's Forbes in at the point guard. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. Here's Cantor, and that one drops.
A reliable finisher who can score in a multitude of ways. Cantor is a tough cover down low.
Portis with it. Pass to Forbes. Yes, that goes in. Forbes has got the lead back up to 10 now for Milwaukee.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here's Cantor. Tries again. The pass to Simons. Back to Cantor. And another shot. And at last, they get one to fall. Cantor's got 6 points.
One of the game's very best offensive rebounders, Cantor also has the wherewithal to quickly convert for the score.
We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here is Forbes. Right side, Portis. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Trailblazers trail by 8. Here's Simons. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Now here's Anthony. Not a lot of room. Over to the left wing. And it's Simons missing.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Covington passes to Nurkic. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt. Around the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Wow. I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yeah, I'm going to agree with you. Now here's Jones. Right side, Covington dishes it to Anthony. Jones against Portis. And the shot is good. The Bucks lead has been cut down to just 6 points on the bucket from Jones.
All the way to the bucket, no resistance. Just swipe the candy from him.
Here's DiVincenzo. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Pass to Portis. He feeds it to Forbes. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Passes to Portis. Great D that time from Nurkic. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for Portland. Only given up 6 here in this quarter. Here's Tucker, and he finishes nicely on the layup. And the Bucks lead by 8. The Trailblazers have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Out to the right wing. Here's Nurkic. And no good that time. Great D that time from Portis. Now here's Tucker, covered by Anthony. And Tucker kicks to Connaughton. He's looking for Portis and finds him. Pass to DiVincenzo. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. It's up a 3. The shot's good from Forbes. And it's an 11-point Milwaukee lead.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Anthony, and it's Anthony with the jam.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Connaughton. The pass to Portis. Shoots the 3. No good on that one. And so that brings the first half to a close. Bucks ahead. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following half.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. Milwaukee came out looking very confident. Competing with a chip on their shoulders, they started things off. And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You look at Enes Kanter. What a contribution.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Oh, man, pouring it on right now, and why wouldn't you?
Here's who Terry Stotts is starting the second half with. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Anthony in at the 3 slot. Middleton finds Antetokounmpo. And here is Lopez. And Covington sends it back. It's 2-on-1. Excellent D there from Holiday. Bucks leading by 9. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That is his first foul of the game. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Giles is checked in. Middleton left side. Outside Holiday. Here's Lopez, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And Lopez serves as an unbelievable case study for someone who changed his game over time. I mean, almost in a season. So specifically, how he added the 3-point shot, it's made him such a valuable asset to this offense.
And Portland making a change here. Powell's checked in. Now, here's Lillard. Count that one.
Well, powering through on the dribble drive, Lillard has the body control to take that hit and still score the basketball.
Lillard against Holiday. Pass to DiVincenzo. And the Bucks miss again.
You talk about things at halftime, and then you come out and you go 0 for 3. I'm sure that wasn't up on the board.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Middleton the pass to Holiday. From 13, and it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Not sure they realize it's not halftime anymore. 4 attempts, and they're still looking for their first bucket.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and it's good. 2 points. Antetokounmpo's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
There you go, finally getting one to drop. They have to be a little better now, starting 1 for 5 in this half.
The 3 from McCollum. A rebound by Brook Lopez. Lopez has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Now here's Lopez. He's got 6, and it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. To the middle, Covington with the steal.
If you could stay active on defense, good things usually happen. Right there, quick hands helped alter what would have been a sure 2 there.
And a deep 3 from Lillard. Milwaukee with the rebound. He has a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The NBA continues to build international academies to develop prospects from other countries. Already, academy graduates are playing Division I college basketball. And before long, NBA players should start emerging from that pipeline. The league continues to reach out to find overlooked youngsters who have a gift and give them the opportunity. Guys?
Outstanding, David. Thank you.
A lot of questions in the early part of C.J. McCollum's career about could he become a valuable scorer in the league and really what position would he play. But after being the 10th overall pick in 2013, he's answered those questions.
Holiday dishes to Antetokounmpo. An emphatic LU jam.
Every night there's something that Giannis does on the floor where you just have to put your hands on your head. Wow, what a move.
Knocked loose. Giles kicks to Lillard. It's good from long range. Lillard's got 7.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Antetokounmpo passes to Tucker. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the 3rd now. Holiday gets the bucket.
Well, when Drew Holiday gets involved in the pick and roll sets like that one there, it's very difficult to guard him. He uses his speed and quickness and change of direction and knocks down the shot.
Now here's Lillard. He has 7. And McCollum puts up a deep 3. The shot, no good. And Milwaukee the other way now.
Maybe there are ways to contribute that don't involve shooting the basketball. That's the best way that maybe he can help them out trying to win this game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Bobby Portis is checked in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Pat Connaughton. Now here's DiVincenzo. Portis kicks to Holiday. 5 to shoot. And Holiday throws it down.
Pretty sure the defense thought they had him cornered. They didn't. Drew Holiday hits them with a big shot there as the shot clock winds down.
And it's blocked. And he recovers it. McCollum dishes to Nurkic. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Bobby Portis.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Nurkic, another talented player from Europe, playing in Croatia before coming over to the NBA, and the international game continues to make an impact on how it's played here.
DiVincenzo finds Portis. Back to DiVincenzo. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. DiVincenzo's got his first points of the night.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
And so it's Milwaukee going into the break with a 10-point lead. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. Back right after this. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Portis in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Middleton. Bucks passing it around. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. But they get it back. Portis kicks to Holiday. Middleton the pass to Giannis. And there's the call on Jones. That is his first foul of the game. And the Bucks making a change here. Lopez is checked in. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Anthony. Powell, he's checked in for Jones. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Here's McCollum following the basket by Giannis. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Holiday against Lillard. Nurkic with the steal. Lopez with the steal. Outside Holiday. Off target from 3-point range. Trailblazers trail by 12. Lillard from outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
Well, for a guy who used to be more proficient in the half-court game, Lillard showing that nowadays he's just as dominant in transition.
Middleton right side. Pass to Lopez. Just 5 to shoot. DiVincenzo passes to Holiday. Count that one. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are 2 guys that still are very reliable.
Bucks leading by 11. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Uncovered. And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
The shot by Powell, no good.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range. They're much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
Trailblazers trail by 13. Lillard from outside. A rebound by the Bucks. Lopez has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Middleton on the wing. 1:35 left in the game. Plenty of room to knock down the shot.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Milwaukee. And it's in there.
You don't want to leave Middleton from that area. His mid-range game is on fire, draining those shots often.
2 points. That one goes.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Bucks.
You know, their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside. And that was working all game long.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys. And look at the stats, just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Brook Lopez.
Well, a consistent intensity is what he brought to the floor here. He hit the glass hard, and he came up with a ton of rebounds.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Pass to Caruch. Over Jones. And it's Caruch missing. And here's Portland. 15-point game. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth. That shot, no good. And it's Portland the other way. Back to Jones. There's the pass to Simons. In the corner, it's Little. Good on the triple. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Fades away. And it's off the back rim. No good.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. Indiana. And a look at the status here of both teams' injured players and who will not be in the lineup.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. They've got Ivica Zubac. Paul George is out there with Reggie Jackson. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Batum in at the 4. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the 3, the small forward. And that one's good, George.
This is one of Paul George's go-to shots. His confidence and ability to rise and fire quickly from the mid-range, crucial.
And Paul George, Doris, kind of a late bloomer coming up in high school. His older sister used to give him the business on the blacktop. Of course, eventually, he found his stride, and the rest is history.
It took some encouraging from older sis and his high school coach, who actually had to threaten him with running suicides to get the guy to shoot more. And think about it. This guy plays his college basketball at mid-major Fresno State. That's really where he got onto the NBA radar.
To the right side. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Lillard's got his second basket of the night.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
Left side Jackson. Pass to Zubac. Drops in the layup for 2.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well. Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
Jackson passes to George. Kicks to Batum. Down low. 11 feet away. Zubac's no good. Portland's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. And the dunk by Covington.
Well, you can see Covington's speed and transition opportunities. That was a nice job getting out in front.
And the pass to Leonard. Now, here's Zubac. He's guarded by Nurkic. Nurkic with the block. Powell against Jackson. And Lillard gets it to go.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Clippers have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And George kicks to Jackson. Back to George. And that one, good. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Diaz, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and an up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mentions.
And Paul George knocks that one down every time. He is a threat to score from any spot on the floor.
Nurkic dishes to McCollum. That shot off. Great D that time from Leonard. Clippers trail by 5. Outside for Batum. They get the rebound. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Dennis Cantor's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
Patterson passes to Morris. Cantor against Patterson to the inside. Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Little, he's checked in for Derek Jones.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Lillard, Cantor, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Back to Kennard. Unloads from 13. Oturu, the pass to Patterson. Shot clock at 6. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Launches it. No good that time. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for Portland. And it was from 3. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Trailblazers guys, what do you think?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got Rajon Rondo. Morris is out there with Patrick Patterson. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's man in at the 2 guard. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
You know, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
Clippers trail by 5. Outside Rondo. Here's Oturu. The rebound by Simons. And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trailblazers. Here's Lillard. Pass to Simons. And stolen by Patterson. Stolen by Cantor. Passes it to Simons. Outside, Jones. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Pass to Simons. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Kept alive. And Cantor able to finish. Cantor's got the lead up to 7 now for the Trailblazers.
I love the hustle and the heart with which Enes Kanter plays. This guy is a terror on the offensive glass.
Rondo kicks to Patterson. Shoots over Cantor. Patterson can't get it to go.
Boy, against so little defensive pressure, you have to convert that.
Here's Lillard. It's stolen by Morris. Now the Clippers moving it up. Kennard, the pass to Oturu. Rebounded by Anthony. Trailblazers leading by 7. Here we go, 1-on-1. Here's Lillard. Again, the Trailblazers score.
And part of what makes Dame special, he can pour it in working off the ball. Rare to see a point guard who finds points without the rock in their hands.
Rondo passes to Oturu. Back to Rondo. Wide open. Drained for 2 points. Here's Simons. Cantor, high post. Out to the wing. Here's Simons. Kennard covering. And it's Lillard missing.
3 triples in the first quarter, but he's yet to knock one down here in the second.
Kennard's shot is off. Trailblazers have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan, not elite tool, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation.
Here's Patterson. The putback, great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Portland leading by 5. Lillard attacking. Here's Cantor to the wing right side. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Here's Jones. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. A platoon swap here for the Clippers.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Leonard inside. He's guarded by McCollum. Picked him clean. 1:06 left in the first half. Good on the shot. McCollum's got his first basket of the night.
We know this about Robert Covington. He is a team man first and foremost. Pretty pass.
Takes it from 10. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Portland leading by 7. Now the pass to Nurkic. From 7. And off the glass. That one's good.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Outside, George. It's deflected. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Jones drives in. Dishes it to Nurkic. Back to Jones. Over to the wing. Inside. Nurkic can't hit.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession. Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. The clock runs out, and we're heading to half. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just a...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome. Damian Lillard has been having a big night. He had 13 points. Well, he's been... And that'll...
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. You talk about dialed in.
Well, the break certainly didn't have a cooling effect on him at all. He's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
Robert Covington out there with Powell. Then there's McCollum. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half. Leonard against Powell. Trailblazers leading by 7. To the middle. Here's McCollum. Takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Outside, George. The dish to Leonard. George looking over the floor. Outside, Jackson. A 3 from Leonard. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got his 3rd assist on the night. To the paint. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Again, Leonard missing. Portland's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. And it's sent back by George. And now the Clippers on the break. Leonard's got the ball.
Oh, gentlemen. Woo! My goodness, step back.
That was incredible. Pass to McCollum. Here's Cantor, defended by Batum. Cantor against Batum. Cantor's shot is off. Clippers trail by 6, and he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Lillard's checked in for Portland. Here's Zubac. Lays it up and banks it in. Zubac has got 6.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Lillard outside. An absolute bomb from three-point range. He's got 16.
That's one of the reasons Lillard is out there. He gives you that deep threat.
Here's Mann. He's guarded by McCollum. Zubac kicks to Morris. Back to Zubac. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Morris with the bucket.
Well, you can tell that Mr. Morris doesn't lack for confidence. This guy is ready to shoot as soon as it touches his hands.
Here's McCollum. And he drops in the layup off the glass. McCollum's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, so great when your offense produces a shot that close to the rim. The rest of the work becomes easier.
Mann passes to Zubac. Here's Mann. Outside Leonard. Passes it to Zubac. Back to Leonard. Just 4 to shoot. There's Jackson with the 3. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. A different look now for Portland. Robert Covington's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Cantor. And it's Derek Jones in for C.J. McCollum. And the dunk by Covington.
Robert Covington is as competitive as it gets, and he gets to the window there.
Clippers trail by 9.
And how about this stat? Over the course of Robert Covington's career, over 60.
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal fouls. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And a wide open look for McCollum, and another 3 for Portland.
And, you know, often we think of Dame as a scorer first, but they're reminding us of his great ability to pass the rock.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Portland. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. There's 49 seconds left to play in the third. And it's Lillard missing.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Pass to Oturu. To the middle. Here's George. That one goes in. George has got 8.
What great body control from the all-star forward. Paul George, so skilled at keeping his composure under pressure.
The shot by Lillard, wide open. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Throws it up high. Oturu's shot is off.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
Outside, George. Good if it goes. off target. And so it's Portland heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, Paul George is out there with Rajon Rondo. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then there's Batum. And it's Patterson in at the 5 down low. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. And here's McCollum for 3. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
I don't think the range surprises anyone anymore. CJ can shoot the lights out from any position.
A different look now for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Anthony. Norman Powell comes in for Derek Jones. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. The Clippers also changing it up. Zubac is checked in for Patterson. Leonard comes in for Morris. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Trailblazers leading by 10. Here's McCollum. Paul George grabs the miss. The Clippers shooting 47%, pretty solid. Here's Leonard. Tips it up. And George able to finish.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Takes it out to Covington. George against Lillard. Lays it up off the glass. Lillard's got the lead up to 10 now for the Trailblazers.
You won't find too many players with a better understanding of the pick and roll than Lillard. He runs that set to a T.
From deep, George. George missing again. Lillard, right side. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Lillard's got 20. Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things. Winning, you know, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, is to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised.
And here are the Trailblazers now. Portland leading by 12. Here's McCollum. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got his 3rd assist on the night. We're in the 4th quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone. Leonard, the pass to Zubac. Nice move.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
And the first one drops. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Well, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
To the inside. Portland moving the ball around. Powell for 3.
Well, tremendous intimidation and shot blocking by Kawhi Leonard. How nice is that?
And the Clippers making a change here. For those just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
And it's the Trailblazers on the break. And the shot goes in.
Potent with and without the ball. McCollum is a tremendous spot-up shooter.
George dishes to Morris. Back to George. The pass to Oturu. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
He got a little ahead of himself there trying to pull the team even.
That's a big miscue, and you hate to see that happen at this point in the game.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Cantor's checked in, and the Clippers with a change here too. Rondo's checked in. That's good from Cantor.
And to me, guys, there's a level of physicality that Enes Kanter provides that's important to his team. He is unafraid of anyone, and that in and of itself is crucial.
Nobody near George. Nails the open triple off the fast break.
Not everyone has the green light to take that three in transition, but he does, especially with the defense already set up protecting the paint.
Oh, that falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 3 assists in the game. Clippers trail by 14. Outside, George. Yep, that one goes in there.
Excellent offensive positioning from Paul George. Size, length, touch. Beautiful.
Lillard way outside. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
You've got to find a way to get yourself going in some other way because hoisting from 3 is not the answer.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Trailblazers.
A few times this season, turnovers have cost them, but they really kept the ball under control.
They were both focused and relentless.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Damian Lillard.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
Cantor kicks to Covington. Pass to Powell. Now Covington. He dishes it to Lillard. 6 to shoot.
Well, you have to want to be a good defensive player, and Marcus Morris has committed to being more effective and aggressive contesting shots. That's nice.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
McCollum finds Covington from the arc. McCollum no good.
A bit of pride at stake, trying to get that last 3-ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
Back to Leonard. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Damian Lillard.
One of the key aspects for Kawhi Leonard's scoring per game is his ability to get to the free throw line. This guy lives there.
There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Giles. Here's Simons. He kicks to Little. Three-pointer on the way. That shot missing.
And nothing fancy really about that play. That's just good old-fashioned hard-nosed basketball to get that one.
So the Trailblazers win it. It was all right, David. Great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for